Hi, welcome to Chili's. Today, everyone's gone really silent because they're expecting a really cool introduction. Today, children, we're going to do the accent challenge, which I think was like mostly popular last year, but we weren't cool enough to do it last year.
Yeah,
so
we only get on trends about a year after.
It's true. Like
We're not cool kids. We never claim to be.
We pretend. Wow, I pretend. We're not. But essentially, we're going to do the accent challenge, which, if you don't know, we're not doing the accent challenge where you have to do other accents because we refuse to be in an expert day. However, we do have a little list of words to pronounce and some questions to answer about where we're originally from and how we pronounce words, which is going to be fun for you guys. If not, it's going to be fun for us. So we're going to enjoy it either way, which is enjoyable. I also realised that I wondered why I was getting a headache. I've just realised I don't have my glasses on, so prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for a Hannah Montana moment.
We're not going to recognise you.
Oh
my god,
who's that?
Superman.
Oh, wow. I got told I looked like a Spider-Man in the next Spider-Man the other day, so.
The next Spider-Man?
I got told I look like the next Spider-Man, like I'm going to be playing the next Spider-Man, so I'm not really sure.
Oh yeah, the fourth reboot.
But that's a Hannah Montana change right there. I'm a different person now. It's back.
Oh, hi.
Thank God.
It's like we never left.
Nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about. Cool.
We have money for premium Zoom.
Please pay for nice things.
Yeah, I'm poor.
We're poor. Although we did just hit 5k streams on Spotify, which is a big...
Yeah.
Woo!
Which is a big, probably like £3 in royalties.
So thank you for everyone who streamed us so far. We're going to move on to the first question of this accent challenge then, which is going to be your name and Instagram usernames. My name is Shah, or Charlotte if you really want to be political about it, or if I'm in trouble with Joe, normally, or if Joe wants my attention. My Instagram username is DNO Shah, which is literally just DNO_Shah. It's really not that hard to remember. And then I will pass across to Ryan as he's on my left. And then down to Joe and across to Amy. Let's go that way.
I'm Ryan. And my tag is DNO_Rye. Because I'm cool and I don't like to use my whole name.
I'm Joe. My Insta is @tilde_break. It's tragically not DNO Joe. Perhaps one day I'll be able to procure that username. But that is not this day, folks.
We're going to find the person who's got it.
Yeah, I'm going to fight them.
Take them out. My username is Snowy and Patch, which were the names of my cats. When I first got something that needed a username and that sort of stuck, and I wish it hadn't, I'm going to try and change it.
You don't have to change.
And what's your name?
You have to change for us.
My name's Amy.
That's that sorted. I hope you enjoyed this video.
That's not as important. I have trouble remembering sometimes.
I don't really think there's anything really to discuss there. Why
is your name Amy?
Mom! Why's my name Amy?
Interesting facts. Go.
Yeah. Share with the group.
I was named after both of my grandmothers. Well, I was named after one, but both my grandmothers have the same name.
Yeah. Fun fact, I was going to be called Holly, but my dad decided that it was for the best that I wasn't because I was born on Christmas and he didn't want me to get bullied. So that's the best thing he ever did for me. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's the best thing he did. Thanks, Dad. Thanks for that. A good thing you did once.
I think I was called Dean for like a whole week, like my first week of my life.
Dean?
You could be a Dean. I can see you as a Dean.
Name. It's a decent name.
I'm easy. Yeah. I keep it as my alias.
Yeah. When you write your book.
Alter ego.
My alias is actually Brian Hewitt. So whenever you need anything like an emergency, like doctor's appointment, and you need someone to phone up for you, and you get through to Brian Hewitt, you know it's me.
Well, there you go. That's.
Or if you need like a job reference, you're like,
I thought you were going to say if you need drugs. I did think you were going to say if you need drugs. I was like, Oh. Right.
Available for a small fee. Not the drugs. There's a big fee.
I was going to say.
No.
Second question. My dogs are barking again. Second question. Position in the band. What do you do and how you joined? I am the rhythm guitarist in Down Out, and I try to make myself look cool. I was originally the person who formed the band, which used to be a cover band, as we spoke about in the last video, but maybe that's a separate topic about how that all formed, future ideas there. Yeah, I started and then took on some people from there, and I'll let the others introduce themselves and what position they play and how they got involved. So
I joined as the bassist. And on the day of our very first practice, what happened? We didn't have a drummer, did we?
We didn't have a drummer, and someone applied to be a bassist, and I just was like, look, we've got someone turning up. If you want to come along, feel free to just come along and have a jam and see what you think. And Ryan was like, nah.
I'd rather play with no bass than drums. So I was like, I'll just jump on the drums until we can find a drummer. And that was like 2 years ago. That fateful day. And it's been expensive ever since. But yeah, I learned a new instrument for the band, and then we weren't a cover band anymore. So fun times.
It's true.
Yeah, similar story with me actually. Your vocalist didn't turn up.
Yeah.
And you like dragged. I just finished work, and you were like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What do you want?"
Oh,
you were like, "My singer has not turned up. Please, I really need to like make a good impression." I was like, "Okay, come pick me up. I'll sing. I'll bring my bass. It'll be fine. I don't know any of these songs, but we'll do it." So yeah, for a little while I was like temporary bassist singer until you found someone else, and I was like, I like these guys. I want to stick around.
We didn't want it to go.
And then yeah, we had somebody else leave, so I moved to lead guitar because we played guitar quite well together, and I don't play lead guitar, so
Didn't
I
used
also
to.
kind
Now
of
you
learned an
do.
instrument for the band. And the rest is, as they say, history. One of the reasons I wanted to stay actually was because I made a joke about Boy Meets World and Ryan got it, and I was like, I like this guy. We should be friends.
Ryan's the whole reason Joe stayed.
Yeah, you might be.
Facts.
I made it conditional that I would leave unless Joe stayed, so.
I'm the bassist. I'm relatively new, as you know. Yeah, I found you on join my band and listened to the music and was like, oh, I actually like this. I'll send them a message, and they let me in. It's good.
We were just as shocked as you that we liked it.
Can you imagine if she was like, I heard it and I thought, this could be better. All it needs is more me.
Fun fact, better.
Fun fact, I actually saw Amy's profile while I was like trawling through like band mix or something, and I was like, she actually looks like quite a good fit, but she hasn't been online for like a couple of months, so I don't know. Like, I was like, I'll bring it up with the band at some point maybe, and be like, she looks like she could be cool, but yeah, she's not been online. And then like you messaged us, I was like, guys, I literally saw her profile the other day.
When we first went
cool.
for when
I didn't even know I was still on that.
When me and Joe first went to go meet Amy, we went to go meet her at Costa, and we had like a hot chocolate, but they accidentally gave us like another hot chocolate for free. So Amy got a free drink out of it, which was like the first time we ever met. They were like, "Here you go, have a free hot chocolate."
She has connections.
We definitely made that happen.
I stayed.
we slid a fiver and was like, "Do you know who we are?" And they were like, "No." We're like, "We're paying for an extra drink." So
yeah, I guess next.
They went in there 5 minutes earlier and said, "Here's the money for this drink. Can you
I
give
was
it
there
for
first.
free?"
You don't know what I was doing in that time that I was there first. I didn't do that. I was like, Shah, I'm alone. Hurry up.
press X to doubt. Awesome.
Cool.
So, where are you from originally? I am born and raised in Cheltenham. I've never left. So I'm boring in that sense. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that.
You can tell.
It's not as middle class as people think it is one thing I would say, because I have been called middle class recently and I kicked off a fuss about it because I don't think I am. I'm definitely not middle class. There's stories which I could go into about Cheltenham, but I'm not going to. However, it is in a middle class town.
That's episode 3.
It is episode 3. If you
the expose.
join in for episode 3.
Cheltenham.
Talking shit about Cheltenham.
The dark
Class
side. Class wars. Yeah, that's me from Cheltenham.
I am from Northamptonshire, a small town called Corby. It's not the nicest place in the world. And then from the age of 15, I've been all over the place. So I did a couple of years in Spain, and then was back in Kettering, which is also Northamptonshire, and then Gloucester, then Cheltenham, and now Worcester. So yeah, fun times. So I've just picked up a bunch of mishmash accents, which is why I sound so strange.
That's the reason.
In Canada for a bit as well, weren't you? I can't remember if you said that.
No, I did. I just did 2 summers there, so
It's a bit of time though.
yeah, maybe I picked up some Canadian. I don't know.
Yeah.
A.
Oh my god, that just made me think of Tim Hortons when you dropped your coffee and just caught it with
like fucking Spider-Man.
I was looking through our stories the other day.
There's no way I was paying that much money and then dropping it. I was like, nope.
When my mum first saw Ryan, she did say that he looks like Tobey Maguire. So put it side by side and see how you feel about that.
Everybody in this group is secret Spider-Man.
So I went and bought these glasses.
Me and Brian are secretly twins.
It's true. I'm going to get some red. Episode 3 is red lipstick for me.
That'd be great. Yeah, I was born in Birmingham. I lived there till I was about 8. And I moved here. I think I lived somewhere else in between, but it wasn't very long. Then I moved here and lived here until I went back to Birmingham for uni. How old was I? 21? And then I came back here again. I'll just show you between.
Where's here?
Oh, Cheltenham. I'm in Cheltenham. I don't know where you guys are.
I don't know where I am.
Mood.
I am from Yorkshire. I was born in Sheffield, and then when I was like 2, I think I moved to York, and I stayed in York for 18 years. And then I went to Worcester University, and then while I was in university, my mum moved to Tewkesbury, and I moved in with her, and I've stayed in Tewkesbury. I've been a little bit about, but not for long, not for big amounts of time. Tewkesbury, thrilling.
That is the history of members.
Tewkesbury, I can vouch, is thrilling.
I spent a lot of time in Tewkesbury as well.
Yeah, I did live there for a couple of years. Well,
it's just charity shops and floods, isn't it?
Charity shops, floods, yeah.
That's what it says on their
board.
board.
A lot of racists.
Yeah.
Tewkesbury, charity shop and floods.
Yeah. It's like it's one of those things where it is proper just like older people who've like retired and stuff or are retiring, and families. It is just like there's nobody there really in their 20s and 30s.
It's true.
It's true. Fact checks.
Which is why we need this band, because it's the only fun thing to do.
It's literally like one of the main reasons I was like, I'm moving away.
Didn't Amy like drive through a flood from Tewkesbury to like come down to a band practice or something once? It was like really bad weather, and she was got here and she was like, yeah, there's like a massive flood. And we were like,
oh yeah.
And 3 charity shops.
It always floods. I don't even remember that.
oh,
None of the charities are for like flood relief either, which you would think.
That's ironic.
You'd think they'd set something like that up.
The RNLI.
Oh, actually, that is there, I think.
Oh, I was trying to make a joke.
I saw a lot of people wearing like the hoodies and stuff for it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is there.
Well, that's been ruined. Thanks, Joe.
I don't know if it's a shop there though. I'm not sure. I
don't think so. It might have been at some point, but I don't think it is at the moment.
Stuff disappears quite quickly there sometimes.
Yeah, it really doesn't pop up. Like
they do have a good pan,
a week later, and there's 3 new shops.
We do have a good
Poundland.
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 The
It's a
Poundland's quite
decent
big.
Poundland.
Get some good sweets in there. I would highly recommend Tewkesbury Poundland for snacks. Not sponsored. Not spawned.
Tewkesbury's
When I was in
pretty.
York, I lived in like a tiny little village that was like, it was called Donington, and it was basically Sanford from Hot Fuzz. So being able to walk to Poundland is just mind blowing to me.
Cool. We have a list of words to pronounce, which is the most accenty part of this whole thing. Have you all got the thing I sent across?
I can get it.
Bring that on us, Charlie. You just fucking read them out.
I'm the element of surprise.
thought
you
you
know
were gonna
this.
read it out.
You're like Les Dennis. Family fortunes, and we're the families. Come on.
The next game is higher or lower, so I can send it back across if you want me
Where
to.
is it? Please do. I can't find
Yeah,
it.
please do.
We have a lot of chat.
Yeah, I'm just
God.
looking through like group media.
I
Your Animal
can't
Crossing
believe
character looks adorable, Ryan. I love it.
I know. Tell me what I already know.
Thank you.
Ryan's Animal Crossing character has a little cowboy hat, which if you've seen us live, you will get the reference. If you haven't, that's your own fault, and you find out when you come and see us next time.
I'm still waiting for the rainbow one,
I wish there was a rainbow one.
which
Animal
everyone thinks
Crossing.
isn't expensive, and starts like disking it around the place. And I'm like, no, come on,
I paid money.
we're
We
gonna
nearly
need
lost
that
that
back.
as well. When we nearly lost it, that was a sad day.
There's been a few times actually. You see people sneaking off. I'm like, hey,
That's why sometimes when band members wear it, it's because, you know, we don't, either there's too many people to ask for a volunteer and we don't know if it's going to come back safely, or we're in a rush and we're just like, one of us would just wear it.
or
The best-
sometimes we identify the person who least wants to wear it, and we make them wear it because sometimes we're like that.
The best story we had is a guy called Woody who actually came and put the cowboy hat on, and his
I do
name
believe
was
his
Woody.
name was truly Woody. I don't
And
know if it was, but I
We
think
like
it
to
was.
think it was. So Woody, if
It
you're out
doesn't seem
there, you're a
like-
soldier.
He seems like he would be too old to be making a Toy Story joke. I feel like he would have made a different cowboy joke, like Clint Eastwood or
true.
something.
We're not calling you
But-
bold, Woody. We appreciate you.
I
Represent.
really hope. I want to believe it's true. So
I do. Do we have the list of words up?
yes,
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. First word is ant.
Aunt.
yeah, I'd usually say aunt.
I'm in a panic. I've no idea. I think it's Anne. I think I say Anne. Like Anne.
Ant.
Anne. Maybe both.
2-2.
The common folk versus the
confused.
non-common folk. We're gonna play a little scoreboard up. It's like Joe and Ryan versus
To
Sharon
be
and
fair,
Amy.
sometimes I do say aunt. Like my accent is so inconsistent. We know this.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I sort of just copy what other people are saying as well, which is not good for me going last.
Yeah.
Plot twist, Amy is now going first. Second word is roof.
Roof.
The roof is on fire.
We don't need
Yeah,
no
roof.
one. What
I
is
don't
the
know how
difference?
else
There's another
you
way
could
of saying
say
that.
roof. I guess some people might say like rough.
Ralph.
Why would
Yeah,
you?
like a rug.
The roof. Oh,
Roof?
maybe if you're really crummy, yeah, I guess. Oh, the roof.
The
Nah,
Dudley.
roof. Yeah, I don't know how else you could really say that.
Third word is root.
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 Root. I don't.
Root?
Very well.
Root into in.
I think it's because Americans pronounce it route, don't they?
Route,
Or
yeah.
Yeah.
If I'm talking like about like like there's an American band called Paper Route, but I would say that Paper Route because they're an American band. But
If
yeah,
that's how
in
they
general,
say it, then yeah, that's
yeah. Then general pronunciation.
I think one
It's
thing you're going to learn about Jo in
pronunciation.
this is how inconsistent her accent is. This is what you're going to learn.
Yeah, you're always in for a surprise.
You never
I'm
know
always
what's
in
around
for
the
a
corner.
surprise.
That's why we keep her around. We like surprises.
it's on our toes.
I nearly counted for 3 again then, even though this is the 4th one. I can't count. 4 is theatre.
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 Ooh.
That is different. How can you do it differently?
Ooh, that hurt my
Yeah.
ears.
Oh.
Oh,
Theatre. Oh,
I'm
It's
off
okay.
to the
I don't like this
theatre.
game.
I love you.
I'm not going to judge you.
5.
Not for that one.
She's going to judge me for a lot of these because I know what's coming up. 5
Yeah.
is iron.
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 Wooden Amy passed.
Have you guys seen that video where people from, I think they're from Michigan, and they say the word iron earned and iron earned, but it's like iron earned and iron earned. And then they're like, this is like, do we really speak like that?
Like the three Sean, C, and then Shawn.
I'll send you guys a link to it if I can find it later, because it did make me chuckle.
Link in description.
Link in description.
Maybe.
Link in this video.
You gotta type it out.
Next one is salmon.
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 Solomon.
I feel like there's a lot of like non-contentious ones here.
I don't genuinely.
I think some of
this is a
these are
legit
for
one.
Americans, because like the next one I
Salmon.
know Americans say that weird. And there's
I'm
one
just
later
gonna-
on where I know Americans say that weird as
Maybe
well.
I'll just throw it off. I'm like, well, I can't do it. I was going to caramel, but I know that I was going to go caramel.
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 Yeah, caramel.
Caramel.
Once I've heard it 3 times, like before I go, I forget. Like it's like when
I'm
you say a
loving-
word so many times and you forget how it's said.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
Sounds
sense.
right.
anymore. It's great.
Fire.
What?
Fire.
That is not how you say fire.
Fire.
Yeah, there you go. That's fine. That's not how you said it the first time.
I think I was overthinking it. This is what
I
happens.
think you
Fire.
you went straight down to Bristol for that one, didn't you?
Yeah, you went way.
Fire.
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 The roof is on fire.
We don't need no water.
Ironically, the next one is water. Water.
Water.
What was that me? Sorry. I was confused.
No, I was confused because they both said it at the same time. Water. But sometimes I say water if I can't be asked. When I'm feeling lazy.
Aqua.
Water. I need agua. That was the other thing that made me and Ryan want to stick together. And then
Think,
Things I hear about
and
you.
Amy saying that she saw our 10 things meme and she was like, I'm going to join these guys.
Yeah, literally.
It wasn't the
I
music.
was like Facebook stalking DNO, and I was like, is that something? Yeah. Okay, I'll send him a message.
So
I knew. We were
Amy
gonna
went and
benefit
learned
from that.
bass and was like, I need to be in this band.
a new instrument learner. After that, it's New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
That was engaging.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You know, in
New Orleans.
Tony Hawk's Underground 2, when you're in New Orleans.
Another town, another party. And no fiesta is bigger than Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Drunks, idiots, and drunk idiots.
Worcestershire. Or Worcestershire if you're American, but I'm not American and I can speak English. So Worcestershire.
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 Worcestershire. That's an
Ooh,
interesting
we
one.
did have some differentiation.
It was the Shire that confused us.
Yeah.
Controversial.
Ooh.
It's like me saying I don't like the Beetlejuice film all over again.
I've never actually watched it. That might be controversial as well. I'm sure I'd like it.
Pecan.
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 Oh, I don't know what
What the fuck?
What's going on?
I'm so sorry. Pecan.
Are you okay? Is there like some sort of PTSD tragedy going on?
Everyone's got that one trigger word. We just found Amy's.
No, it was just the way that Sean said it really made me laugh.
Pecan.
It's such emphasis on the can side. Pecan.
Pecan.
It took me off guard. I wasn't expecting it.
Oh dear, sorry. I don't know why I'm apologising, but sorry.
Oh. Right. If you guys are going to make me laugh.
If you take that
Now
away,
you're ready.
you've stolen Joe's breath.
Don't take my breath away.
Both.
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 We all say it normal. Good job, everyone.
Congratulations. That's another one off the list. Again.
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 Joe's like really judgmentally looking at me. I can see it.
Again.
Again.
Who are you?
Again.
Again.
You can say it as much as you like, Shara. It's still weird.
Yes. I guess.
It was so weird that even Amy didn't say it. Come on.
I'm just going to brush over that. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen because clearly I'm
Let's just
noticing
say, Al,
faults.
don't even
Welcome to
worry
my
about
world,
it.
Shara.
I'm like noticing faults about myself that I've never picked up on before, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore.
To be fair, this kind of puts you in a situation where like you do overthink it, and it's like, do I actually say it like that? How do I say it?
Oh.
Not me. I'm doing fine. But
Joe's just trying to make me feel
Charlotte,
better. That's all it is. Joe's just trying to make me feel better.
You're
Probably.
doing fine, sweetie.
Thank you. I don't know if you got that. Probably.
yeah, the word was probably.
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 It's pretty natural. Alabama.
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 With like New Orleans and Alabama, I really have to stop myself from saying it in a southern accent.
Alabama.
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 Carol
New
Baskin.
Orleans.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. That's gonna be stuck
Episode
in
number
everyone's
4.
head for a week now. Lawyer.
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 Say it again, Char.
Lawyer.
Should we just make Charlotte play by herself? And judge, and then
I
judge
hated
her.
how she said it so much that I needed to hear it again.
Lawyer.
That's not how you say it.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
That's not how
Yeah,
you say
man,
it.
didn't it?
That is lawyer. I'm genuinely, that is lawyer.
Let's move on.
Getting more Ari.
I think Joe's just angry with me, but genuinely, I'm not joking.
So angry about it. Move on.
Okay.
Get over it.
I hate it.
Coupon.
Never gonna recover.
Coupon.
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 My dad says coupon.
That's kind of cute.
It's a surname. Like, don't know.
It's not my dad's surname. That's kind of rumors.
For some reason, it makes me think of the other way, like the other way people say pecan, like pecan. Pecan.
Joe's trying to set me off again.
Remember, pecan.
I got a coupon for my pecan.
For God's sake. Please stop breaking Amy.
Isn't that a band?
It is now. Mayonnaise.
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 Pretty natural if you ask me. Pajamas.
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 I never used to be able to spell pajamas.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
Again, I
used
can't
to-
spell a lot of things.
I used to put
Dyslexia.
an A where the Y is. We're saying dyslexia.
We joke, but it's not a joke.
If the pajamas fit.
And you're dyslexic, apparently.
Court.
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 Or
The hesitation.
Naturally.
I know it's coming.
Naturally.
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 That's all good. Right, this is... Alum...
This is a controversial one in America.
Alum...
Charlotte just can't read, that's the issue here.
Being foiled
Charging
again.
himself.
Aluminium.
Oh, nice.
Aluminium.
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 Aluminum.
I pronounce it
Aluminum.
aluminium.
Aluminium.
Because
Aluminium.
there's an I next to the U and M.
I'm just give up. Aluminium.
Now write it down slowly.
Slowly.
I'm not playing games. Stop playing games.
She's got eyes.
Aluminium. Cool. This next one is going to tear us apart if anyone pronounces it how I think it's going to be
Oh
pronounced.
my god, I'm gonna kick out anyone who says this wrong.
GIF.
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 I was tempted.
Amy's
but
like, how secure is my place in the band?
Yeah, in your eyes.
I was like, how mischievous am I feeling here? Not very.
I'm still waiting for you to say it.
You still gotta say it.
I said it, GIF.
Right. GIF is a bathroom cleaner. So if any of you dare try saying that, you can go and clean your
Lemon
bathroom.
juice too, isn't it? Good old lemon
Yes.
juice.
Yeah. Do you have something that tastes
But it's
like a
not the
lemon
same
but isn't a lemon?
company, is it? It's weird.
It's like when memes first came out and no one knew how to fucking say it.
Memes.
Minis.
Memes.
Oh,
Fresh mems.
Cracker Jack.
Crackerjack. I don't think I've ever said the word crackerjack before.
I don't think I have.
Crackerjack. No, I don't know what it is.
Biscuit in it.
Cracker Jack? No, it sounds like cheese, but that's probably
I-
'cause it's got
Yeah.
Cracker and Jack in it.
I feel like it's something you like. It's a flavoring you put on your chicken or something.
Mm. Yeah.
See, we're always gonna now. It's down to
I'm
be
gonna
like,
Google
what
it
is
after.
Cracker Jack?
Now I Google it and it just comes
I've
up.
got a feeling
underneath
it's
my
like an
name. It's wrong.
American biscuit. Doorknob. Doorknob.
Doorknob.
Doorknob.
Doorknob.
Cool. Good. Ryan, how do doorknobs work?
Oh, don't even get me started. That was my whole afternoon yesterday, fixing fucking door handles. It's painful. I don't
No
do
more
DIY.
context.
Look at me. Do I look like I do fucking DIY?
I was doing DIY yesterday too. By that, I was slapping a coat of paint on a door.
It's beautiful, and you should upload a photo to this to show everyone what you've done.
Perhaps I will.
And I'll send a picture of my knob. Doorknob.
Please don't. I
Oh.
don't want that.
It's flaps all over again.
No,
It was one time.
I'm an adult.
I'm going to move on
Adult.
swiftly from this. Envelope.
I just knock shit over.
Envelope.
Envelope. Or
Envelope.
envelope sometimes.
I thought Joe was going
Which
to
one
pronounce
is
it
it, Joe?
envelope. I genuinely thought Joe was going to say
No.
envelope.
Sometimes I go between the two.
Moving on.
I thought that was the next one.
Car.
I almost said Hoover's 50-50 bread. Who the fuck? What other way can you pronounce car?
You're going to see.
Yeah.
Car.
Oh.
Gar.
Fuck.
I put this in specifically for Amy just because I love the way she says car.
There's a lot of Welsh people
Every
on my course
time.
as well. And they say like ca,
Car.
ca.
Then I put one in
Sorry,
for me
I
like
directly
it then.
after because I knew
Probably called you out there, Amy. I'm sorry.
if I knew
It's
that
alright,
she
I
was going to
accept
feel
it.
called out, so I was like, I'm going to call myself out too. Tractor.
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 There you go. Now you feel better about
Should have
yourself.
put combine harvester for
Combine harvester,
I get a brand new combine harvester.
and I'll give you the key. Do-do-do-do-do. That was beautiful. This is why I don't play bass.
This is our version of doing online online songs. We just do combine harvester.
Do, 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 do. Crayon.
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 Crayon. How do people say that?
Every time Amy answers one, she puts like a question mark on the end.
Crayon?
Crayon?
Is that right?
I can't say this next one without being. Don't be
Don't be
fucking
fucking
rude.
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 Advertisement.
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 Calendar.
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 And there goes the longest
That
list
is
of
the longest
anything
list
ever.
of anything ever, and I apologise.
That's
for
my
how-
shopping list, you
Like-
guys. I actually just didn't have anything, so I just wrote a shopping
There was
list.
one on here that was called a
Like a
G-poi,
jacket.
and apparently it means selfie, but I removed it because like there was no way I was pronouncing that. G-poi, G-P-O-Y. How would you pronounce that? Gpoi? Japoi? Who
Oh,
knows?
like gratuitous picture of yourself.
Or gpoi?
That's not fair though, because that's an acronym.
I'm gonna go for a little wee wee.
A little one. We only permitted a small one. In the pecan.
From nowhere.
I have an apple.
It's the second time I've heard that today.
I started recording it just because Joe just having a breakdown on the screen, but there's zero context as to why.
A few moments later.
Right. We're gonna go on to questions. For fuck's sake.
1 week later.
You good?
It's fine.
Drying my tears.
You good?
Yeah.
Amy, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay. Hold it together. Hold it
I'm
together.
an angry teacher. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm disappointed. Okay.
Who's
Oh.
What?
Ryan? Why have you done this?
I just got out of controlling myself.
I fucking hate that list so much. You know that meme of that kid where he sat there like this, waiting for him to open presents on Christmas Day? That was me waiting to open that meme.
Oh. Okay.
That is how we communicate.
It's true.
I'm
Just
actually
memes.
right. I'm gonna go on to the questions before any more mental breakdowns happen. Right. First question is: what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? If you do it in the UK, you're a bit of a twat. What is that noise?
Combine harvesters come
Who is
to
it from?
It's because I said you said it 3 times and it appears. Say it 3 times in a row and it appears behind you. Oh, what is it called when you throw toilet paper on a house? In the UK, probably being a twat because we don't really do it. TPing normally, I guess.
Yeah,
I'd say TPing.
TP, I think.
Yeah, I'd say that was just toilet papering.
Yeah, TP.
I think it has a special name, Corby, but I was never cool enough to do it. So
I
they used
don't know.
to egg people's houses instead.
Yeah, it's a waste of toilet paper. It's a waste of eggs. But it's
Especially
also a waste
during
of
this pandemic.
Especially in this day and age.
toilet paper is currency right now.
You could buy a house for that.
Toilet
Ryan's
paper
missed that trick.
life.
Don't give me false hope that one day I'll be able to buy a house. I'm a millennial.
Maybe on
Or
Animal
toilet
Crossing.
paper.
What is a bubbly carbonated drink called? A bubbly carbonated beverage. I normally call it the brand name, but we're not sponsored, so
Yeah, fuck your
Yeah,
brands.
same.
I'm not going to do that. However, I'd say probably pop if I was going to say
Yeah.
something pop
Yeah.
or a brand name.
Like-
Normally brand name.
Yeah, I would
Like
normally just call it
Tesco's own like lemonade or something. Yeah, bottle
Yeah.
pop.
If
I
I'm
would
Yeah.
feeling
say
real
pop
sassy.
and then immediately judge myself.
What do you
Yeah.
call gym? What do you call gym shoes? Trainers or sneakers? But
Trainers.
I've never said sneakers. Trainers.
Yeah.
Trainers or sneakers, but I've never said sneakers, so trainers.
Speaking of which, check out my waterproof trainers I've got on. They are great.
Yeah, it's trainers, or sometimes I do
Yeah,
just call them my
trainers.
gym shoes because they're a different kind of trainer than I wear casually. If that makes sense.
It's true. Yeah.
All in favour?
I.
Hi.
What do you call your grandparents? Dead. That was really, really dark. That was really dark.
It's pretty-
I don't know. You got to do it in times like these. I'm having a breakdown.
God damn it.
Nan and Gramp. Nan and
I
Gramp.
need help with a breakdown,
Or
thank you.
Gramps. When I was younger, I used to call my Gramp Bampy. There's a fun fact. I used to call him Bampy and bang on the headboard.
That's cute.
But yeah, Nan and Gramps usually for me.
My nan's Nana.
Yeah, for me it's like
It's a Christian name. Made things a lot more simple.
like grandma, granddad, sometimes nan, but yeah.
I've actually had this problem where I've not known my entire life, so I've never called them Nana or Granddad. I just sort of tap them or sort of try and get their attention in another way because I don't know what to call them. Nana and Granddad, probably.
What do you call the wheeled contraption which you carry groceries in at the supermarché? I don't know why I said that. That's
Supermarché.
instant regret.
Supermercado.
Trolley.
Trolley.
Yeah, it's a trolley.
Trolley.
In this
Well,
year,
could it be a
England.
car?
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
Could
shopping
do.
cart.
Shopping cart.
It's very American though.
Mm.
What is the thing you use? What? Why did you let me read this?
For this reason.
They've been waiting for it. They've been waiting for me to say
Some in jar.
What is the thing that you change the TV channel with? A remote? You could call it clickety clacker, but I probably judge you. So
Remote.
Yeah, I call it the remote or the controls.
yeah.
Yeah, remote. Or controller, maybe.
Yeah, control is
Control.
acceptable.
This is an adult conversation.
That's what lockdown does to you.
Honestly. Where will a college student attend to obtain a higher degree? University.
Uni.
Yeah, university.
Yeah, uni.
University.
Which we have all been to.
Yeah,
Wow. I'm in process. But apart from that,
doing the extra stuff for some reason.
that's like
Well,
everyone
that was a
deserves
good idea.
I'm regretting it every day.
everyone deserves like a little like
You know what would be fun?
uni hat on. Apart from me.
It is fun. I am joking.
Do you know what'd be fun?
Oh,
Not
graduate.
stress. Would you rather be a wizard or a vampire? I think I don't know why this is an accent
What's
challenge
to do with an
question.
accent?
I don't know. It's on here. I'm gonna go with it. I'd say probably a wizard. I'm not a fan of blood, so hippity boppity boot that
Shit
bitch.
vampire. I guess a wizard. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I think I'd be a wizard.
Can't judge anyone that says vampire.
Where do musicians stand to perform shows on a stage?
This sounds like a
What a-
shit joke on the back of a penguin.
Yeah. Depends where you're
Headcrab penguin.
playing, because there's not
Or on a
always a
carpet.
stage.
Or on a carpet in front of a
Sometimes-
nightclub.
Sometimes you just stand against the wall.
Sometimes you get put on a
In the
carpet
street.
and your drummer gets pushed right up against the wall with like no arm room to
Oh
be
my
able to
God.
play.
Sometimes 3 of you are on a stage, and the drummer
Bassist.
all behind you.
Sometimes 3 of you are on a stage and your bassist is off the stage completely in a different room. So
We're all great. Like, we joke, but they were still all great.
they've been great shows, and I wouldn't
Like, tell
change
me
a
you
thing.
would want that show with Ryan, with Ryan on the floor to have gone any differently.
There was a show which Joe can probably put the photo in this video, and there's a show that we played that the guy, the sound tech, had to hold Ryan's drum down, and he had like his ear against his arm, bless him, because
He's
Ryan was like bouting this kick drum, and he's just led on the floor like, please let this be over.
That
for,
is,
like,
that
our
is
whole
how you
set.
play the kick drum. It wasn't my
He
fault.
chose to
I
do
know,
it though.
but-
Like, we didn't request it.
The first 3 songs, I was just chasing my bass drum around this back garden.
I like how he didn't want to be in the photos either, so he's just like trying to stay like.
And then we
That's
took a
it.
picture anyway.
We're like, we're going to share it.
I was there
Tagging
like on
people.
stage, like, I have to take this seriously, knowing full well what's going on behind me.
I was pissing myself the whole time.
Oh,
And it wasn't
mate.
even the only thing going wrong. It was Friday the 13th.
My string.
Yeah.
I broke strings, didn't I? As well. It was
We
like
broke a
that.
string. We had to like extend our set because the band that were playing after us were caught in traffic for like an hour.
We got heckled by a drug.
But then we, I heckled him back. But, yeah, we did have like a lot of issues, but that did kind of work out because we finished as the other band turned up.
Yeah.
So it
I'm
worked
still
really
alive
well.
to tell the tale.
Yeah,
it
we
was good
survived.
fun. It was good fun. It was the first
It
show that
was
we played
interesting.
there as well. So
Yeah.
say
good.
the first 3 words that come into your head. Down, not out. Humble brag. Check us out.
That's it. That's the
That's
one.
it.
I'm not even going to add to it.
There's no more.
Fire
Just down, not out.
toe.
I want you right now to say whatever you want. Say whatever you want.
Fire toe.
Last question. Do you think you have an accent? Fun fact about this. It's not really fun
Better
fact.
be fun.
It's not. I'm sorry. I've given
We
everyone
haven't had
hope. I
any
got
fun
really
in
close to
this
the
chat.
camera. I was
God.
like, hi. So I didn't used to think I had one. I think everyone has an accent, but you don't notice it yourself because you hear it every day and you're surrounded by people who have the same accent. I didn't think I had one until I started listening to a couple of people who are from London. After I started hearing their accents, I started hearing mine more. So I've been noticing I say things differently, which has then psychologically been making me realise that I'm not normal.
Torture.
Yeah.
It's not torture. Like, it's not a bad thing. I'm not there like, I hate
newsflash,
you.
you do have an accent.
Free speech
yeah.
therapy.
I am aware now. I just wasn't as aware before I started listening to people from like London talk who have like
You're
RP.
the one who's from Cheltenham as well, so
Yeah. So
none of us can really be like, that's not a Cheltenham accent, because you're the one who's actually originally from here.
It is indeed
Like
a
if I-
Cheltenham accent.
I'm still gonna say it. Fuck the rules.
Say what?
What?
You just said you can't say you don't have a Cheltenham accent.
Oh.
She has an accent.
What accent do I have then?
Well, I don't know. That was the rules. I'd just like to rebel
It's
against the
vaguely
rules.
like Gloucestershire, isn't it?
It's kind of like Gloucestershire accent. You'll notice that the ers are the thing that like stand out. So in more words than others, it'll come like that. It'll come out.
It does, yeah.
But it's either because of my Here's a fun fact, a legitimately fun fact. My grandp was originally from Surrey, so it's either I go full Michael Caine when I pronounce certain words, or I just go full Gloucester, and there's like no in between. So when I've been with Joe, I'll say something, and I just turn into like, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Like it just turns into.
It will be like one word is
really Cockney, and one word is just like Farmer Giles. Yeah. Cool.
Ryan, do you think you have an accent?
I think mine's quite neutral, actually. I've been a lot of places, but they're all like
kind of amalgamated.
Yeah.
I think I've got a similar thing going on, to be honest, because I don't sound like I'm from Birmingham, but I don't really sound like I'm from Cheltenham either. And then I've got I grew up watching a lot of American TV shows, and I think that's definitely had an effect as well.
You're very well spoken, I think.
Thanks.
What was it I said the other day? I was like trying to think of I was like, you're very good with
my eloquence.
I was trying to say eloquent, but I was like, you're good with words. Which is why Joe's the front person of the band that does all the talking, and I'm like,
yeah. I've had my accent described as like transatlantic, which is like it's like the kind of fake accent that actors used to put on to kind of sound like they didn't have an accent. I think, I don't know.
Transatlantic is a band.
Ames?
I didn't. I do now. No, I think because I'm from the north. My dad's from the north, but he had southern parents, and my mum's from Essex. So, and when I was growing up, none of my friends really had that much of a Yorkshire accent. A couple of them, but most of them didn't. So, my accent's a little bit neutral as well. There's a couple of words that I say that's northern, and a couple of northern sayings that people. I always say if I'm going somewhere, do you want out? And everyone's like, what? And then I have to explain that means anything.
I have one as well. I don't know if you guys have it, but if you've learnt a word from reading it, but you've never heard it spoken out loud, so you don't pronounce. You find you haven't been pronouncing it right for years. I've got so many of those.
I was reading something recently. I think it was it had the word yandere in it, and I just didn't know how to say it. So I was like, yander? I think it's yandere. I think.
I don't know that word.
It's like
what the shit is that?
Like in an anime context normally.
I know it. Yeah, I don't know how to say it, but I know what word you mean.
It was on a Tumblr post, and I read it as yander, and then I didn't know. I had to Google it. Do you think dogs have accents? Because
they totally do. Dogs definitely
bark
differently.
Apparently, cows have accents.
Scottish cows sound Scottish.
Well, yeah.
Can vouch.
Yeah, I
And
reckon.
how does that sound, Chef?
Yeah, do it.
Do animals have accents? Discuss. I'm an animal.
Thoughts in the comments.
I have an accent.
I guess we are all technically animals.
Yeah, I think that was.
You look like you're having a breakdown.
I just don't know what I'm thinking about.
Like those low budget horror films. I don't know if I said this last time, but you know those low budget horror films where it's like literally like filmed on like FaceTime. You specifically look like you're in one of those that like the lighting makes it look.
I should probably address the lighting situation.
You look like you're gonna get got.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it in the last video. Basically, because of the way the desk is in here, if we open the curtains, I'm a vampire, so I will just vanish. Which is why I said wizard to throw you off the trip. No, you just get glare on the camera and you wouldn't be able to see me. So I just look like I'm a really depressed gothic teenager, which I am. But
to be fair, I opened my curtains for this, so we're kind of opposite.
We have the opposite, yeah. It's on episode 3.
Don't want that.
When me and Ryan swap how we look. I'm gonna grow a beard. Ryan's gonna put lipstick on.
So
Some mascara going.
I'd be very pretty girl.
If you are interested, I will do this next video.
Actually, no, I'm not there yet. A couple more weeks in lockdown.
Challenge accepted.
Need to spiral a little bit further into that deep pit.
Yeah.
I do apologise for Joe having to edit this because Joe does all our editing.
I thought you were just going to say, I'm
just
going to apologise for Joe.
I'm just going to
She's
apologise
been
to
shit
Joe.
this episode, and
I'm going to apologise.
Isn't that just my brand being a bit shit?
I know Joe's going to listen back to the words which I pronounce specifically, and she's going to be like, "I fucking hate you." So I apologise to you for that. I hope editing Joe has fun.
Have a great time.
I
Lots
hope
of coffee.
You guys enjoyed the accent challenge. I enjoyed it.
It was fun.
It was good fun. I think it was a long list, and I do apologise for that. But it was good fun. I had a really good time. Thank you all for tuning in and spending time with us again. I feel like every time we end a video, we do need to put like a Brady style. We will be recording again shortly. We hope you enjoy the rest of your isolation for today.
Only today.
Just
but
today.
not past that.
Until next time.
Not past that. And then next time we will wish you happy isolation again.
Just for one more day.
Just for one more day. Last time we ended on
Bye, everyone.
weakest link. I'm ended on countdown.